everybody. Welcome to a very quiet evening with Jeff. This is JoJo Has Live. We are a comedy let's play that occasionally does live streams. Tonight it is past 10:30 now. It's just me on mic, and I felt like playing something kind of chill this evening. I just wanted to kind of wind the day down with something that was predictable, that was mindless to some degree, so I thought I would play a little bit of the original Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. It was a PS2 platformer. It came out on the PS3 later on in an HD remake, and I believe it's available on the PS4 as an HD remake as well, but this is the PS3 version, so this is running from my PS3 via a number of different devices that allows the actual PS3 to be recorded, because Sony built in a bunch of stuff to stop that from happening. So yeah, just kind of relaxed, just play some chill platforming stuff, a classic game. Came out in 2001, which honestly is kind of crazy. I think it came out like, I don't know if it was a launch title or if it came out like right afterwards, but it was a very, very, very good game for its time. The animations for it, even at the time, were super great. They hold up very, very well. I remember playing just the original PS2 version at some point, and fantastic. So this is by Naughty Dog, who we all know is pretty much like a household name now. Move that, buddy. Number of different games that they've made. The most recent coming out being The Last of Us Part 2, because they made that. Extremely different tonally, but if you played earlier games like Jak 2, you saw some of the darkness there. So yeah, I'm going to be playing some of this. Not super duper long, because it is kind of late. I do have to work tomorrow, but I just wanted to get something in. So this is like classic. This is like a huge show of the PS2's power, because they didn't rebuild the game. It's just an HD remake. So there's nothing drastically different about how the game controls or how the game is structured. Really, it's just an HD remake. It's not a remaster. So we're going to start fresh. Start brand new. There is no save data. Yes, I'm aware of that. So yeah, just chilling out. There's some ambient noise behind me from the air conditioner that is barely doing its job. I've got a nice cup of decaffeinated tea, because that's how I like to end evenings sometimes if I don't have alcohol, which I don't tonight. And yeah, let's start. Yes, we are saving the data. And this was running on a PS3, so it does not have really good load times.
I have spent my life searching for the
Can I skip this?
that my father
Can I skip this?
and my father's
Okay.
fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter
They
our
tried to
planet?
build a lore.
How
Well, actually, they did a
harness
decent job of building the lore
life
for this
energy
game.
of the world?
If
What
I
was their
recall,
purpose? And
you're
why
on an
did they
island, you're in a
vanish?
world, whatever,
I have
and
asked the plants,
you
but
get
they
sucked
do not
into
remember.
a
The plants have asked the rocks,
portal, and
but the
then you get
rocks do not
zapped
recall. Even the rocks
to the world that exists in Jak 2, which I think is sort of like a dystopian future world, which I played. And at the time, it tried to borrow a lot of stuff from Grand Theft Auto, at least that's what people said, because you could like jack vehicles and run around a large open environment, almost sandbox environment. And then in Jak 3, it was much better. Jak 2 was sort of the Prince of Persia, the Two Thrones. What was the second Prince of Persia? Whichever one started to go edgelord. That's what this game turned into with the second one.
The answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey, Jak.
That's Daxter, but he's not a weird thing yet. So it is strange that, like, Daxter, who is obviously I forget the animal that he is, but he was a person, and then he became some sort of weasel type thing, and he just remained a weasel for the entirety of his life. He was just okay with it. I know the whole point is that you're trying to turn him back into normal. I think that's the goal of this game, on top of other, general bad guy stuff. I think the driving point is that your friend Daxter gets turned into some sort of little monster boy, and you're trying to fix him. Holy crap, her boobs are huge.
Deal harshly with anyone who
Jesus.
strays from the village. We will attack him.
Not subtle on the design. There's going to be some art of her online somewhere. And if there isn't, maybe this will spark it. So So today we recorded some episodes that I thought were really good. Unfortunately, audio messed up on one side of it, so it might not be great, which is kind of a bummer because I really like those. We usually don't have technical issues as much anymore, but we did today apparently. We did things a little bit differently. We recorded from JoJo's end and then zoomed it to the rest of us.
Eek! What is that dark ooze?
I would love to skip this.
The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go?
I wonder what this voice actor went to do. If he did anything else, or before this. Did a good job.
The next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
I'm a precursor, or something.
I think we're in trouble!
It's all goofy, but you're about to die. Boink. Okay, that killed him. He's dead. And my friend is dead now. He's also in the goop.
Man, that stung!
You're some sort of ferret now?
And you listened! What?
You're shorter now. You got a little bit tinier. But he still has 5 fingers, which is important.
Okay, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I don't have a dick. Comedy. Classic comedy. So yeah, all these animations were still in the original. They look good. They're nice and fluid. They're very cartoony. I like it.
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right. And then
And Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
look, old man. Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change
All
is
the voice
an
actors in this are
improvement.
really good too. I need to
And
look them up
besides,
afterwards because
I couldn't help
I mean
you
they're
if
like
wanted to.
animation like
There's
Saturday
only
morning
one person
cartoon
who
level
has
of good, but
studied
like
Dark
modern
Eco long
Saturday
enough
morning
to have a
cartoon level
chance
of
at
good, not like
returning you to your
90s
previous form.
cartoon level of good.
Acheron, the sage, but he lives far to the north. Far to the north.
Way to the north.
Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the 3 sages that maintain
His
the other
teeth are
teleporter
frightening.
gates
They're very
have seen
white and
fit to
clean,
turn
but
their
they
ends
are
on
like
for quite a
pieces of
while.
wood that you just sort of
The
cut
only other
grooves
way
into.
north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is
Oh,
hot
I'm gonna
enough to
collect
melt
all that
precursor
egg shit.
metal.
Hell
You
yeah,
can't
I
just
am.
walk through it.
But you could fly over it.
Hey, what's
If
up,
you
love
had a Zori
interest?
equipped with
Although
a
I don't know if you're really my love
I just
interest by the
happen to be
3rd game.
working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need
The
is 20
exaggerated
power cells to
hourglass
give
on
it
all
enough
the
energy
characters
to
is
withstand the canyon's
ridiculous.
heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
And yes, pun intended.
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or 2 stashed away somewhere.
I'll beat the
And even
shit
if they
out of
aren't
them to
willing
get their
just give
power
them away,
cells.
greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds.
Oh, I'm
just
gonna
waiting
find them.
for some
Yeah, this is
brave
definitely like a
adventurer to
collector's game.
find.
Well,
This is definitely a game that you want to get everything for.
Brave adventurer.
And you will.
You two couldn't find your way out
Also,
of
you'll
the
notice there's
village
kind of a
without
white
training.
halo above me. Pretty much it's just
Before
because it's
you
dark
do
everywhere
anything
else, but there's the
you
light
better go
right
through
above.
the warp
Can't do
gate
anything
and
about
get
it.
some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get
Ooh,
in
oh
there
shit, he
before I
just
turn you
ripped
both
up your
into
whole
ferns.
life, dog. Yoink. Oh, we just went in, okay. Alright, it's my hub area. That's right. Okay, now the game can start. I can actually play. I've only been doing this for about 15 minutes. Ah, yes. Double jump right away. It doesn't make me upload the, earn it or get upgrades or anything. Just immediately double jump. Look, you got good shadows. You got a double jump. I got some sort of spin attack and a punch attack. Oh, and I can go in first person. This game has everything. I can control the camera, although the camera's doing inverted for some reason. I don't know if I want that. Camera's a little funky. All right, smash. Thank you. Smash. Thank you. And smash. Thank you. Yeah, this is definitely a just chill, take your time game. Hold on, I need to change the let's see, sound options. Do we have subtitles? Not here. Game options. Language, play hints, vibrations. I don't think we have subtitles on this. That's a bummer. Sound, camera options, horizontal camera control, Flit. Thank you. Continue. There we go. I don't need to invert it on the horizontal. Right. See, it's literally just picking up shit. That's oh crap. Oh, the game stopped. I thought it just broke.
Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So there's just money lying around that people want, and they're too lazy, but I'll get it for them. Alright, come to me. I am your dad. You are my baby chickens and an egg. Smash. Smash. Camera's a little wonky.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
I think I get some sort of like, yeah, I got one. Do not turn off. Yes, it even has the little memory card icon. They didn't take that away, and I appreciate that. Know how long the game's been around. The following icon appears with progress. Okay, I got it. We're good. They beat up these fake enemies. Shit. What this?
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force.
I got some sort of
One of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it.
some sort of
First.
drone? I guess? Didn't know that was a thing in this game. Don't know what they're for. Smash.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies.
Or
I sent
drones.
7 of them to each area to look for power cells.
Doink.
But the lurkers must have captured them all.
Anything? Any secrets? Nope. Yeah, I think it's a starting area. I don't think it's trying to do much aside from just let me play it. Hey, another one. Getting power cells like nothing. Basically, they're shines or stars.
That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet
Boink.
if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Game keeps stopping to teach me something.
Which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
So it electrifies me and I can use that. Got it. Thank you. Fantastic. Smash, smash. Alright. Zoink. Doink. Not doink, doink. Smash, smash, smash.
Notice how each
Smash.
Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Yeah, I think I fucked up. I think I needed to keep it longer than that because I didn't get all the way down here. I got 50 of that, which apparently is good. Oh, okay, I need to bring it all the way here, so I have to go back.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Yeah, I kind of got... I think I know what's going on here. Oh, it looks like the audio that we lost is... We have a scratch track still, so it's fine. It's not as good as it could be, but it's good enough.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than
Thank you for the
floating
tutorial
clusters.
game. I
This
appreciate
vent
it.
will give you a full
This
charge
game
of blue
is
eco
definitely
when you
19
use
years
it for
old,
the
so I think I've had
maximum
time to
time.
learn it. But still, you don't know that game. You're not sentient. Zap. Run, 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 run. And another one. I got 3 already. Almost done. Alright, I
Good
need...
work. The Blue Eco caused the door
And this
to
game
open.
has swimming. Not a lot of games do that because they don't want to deal with it. And I don't think it's that bad in this game. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's terrible. At least I'm not Sonic and dying every 2 seconds I fall in water. Okay, jeez.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or 1 big green one to increase your health.
Thank you, old man. Hello, you guys. I think I already got 50 of you before, so we tight. We good. I wish I had a camera revert option, where it would just like bring it back to
Jump
default.
once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
I like just the breaking of physics in his explanation. He's like, jump one time, then jump again mid-air. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you, old man. I appreciate you. And that's number 4, I think? I love the little animations. Zoink. Yeah, see all kinds of nice mechanics with this game. Like a lot of, oh, here we go. Like a lot of, like you can see like a lot of cool things that they have prepared for later levels. Am I done? Can I leave? The Green Sage's hut is all I could go to. Press circle to work.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack?
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make
He
yourself
means
useful?
fucking.
My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps.
Skip this shit,
You like
please.
this.
They did not give a skip option.
Now, all of you, get out of here!
Okay, thank God. Now game can happen more. I appreciate. Alright. Where to first? I just immediately die. Okay, cool. So, it's one of those games you gotta look around every corner because you're gonna find some secrets. Not here though, but I'm sure someplace there will be some secrets. Alright, running down the ramp, running down the ramp. I don't know when I played this game. I think I didn't play it until I was working at Game Crazy when I was probably 19, 20 maybe. I started working at Game Crazy, which was a video game store. Hey, it's my girlfriend. What's up?
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grab Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't
That's a
know
good
what
rule to
you're
have
missing.
in general. That's disgusting. Yes, I'm getting a
Listen,
cookie.
if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Maybe I will. Only girl who's my age in this town. Maybe I will. I can't go in your room? Fuck this. Okay. Can't play with that. Leaving now. Sandover Village. Anything behind your house? Any secrets? Nope, just plants, which is an odd place to put them because you can't really see them. Alright, on to Sandover Village. But yeah, I was working at Game Crazy, and then you can just plug in games and play them all day. Like, it's not like a video game store was busy 24/7, so we would just plug in consoles and then play games, many of them being like Jak and Daxter. Primarily, we would play, look at this. Primarily, we would play, for some reason, Street Fighter Third Strike. Definitely Smash Bros. Was like a big game that people wanted us to plug in so they could practice. We did on occasion for customers that we liked. If we did not like you, we would not do that. But yeah, we played a lot of Third Strike. I got very addicted to playing Lumines on the original PSP. Ooh, things. Come on, let me break into someone's house and steal their shit. Thank you.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Yeah, thank you. Ooh, thanks. Hey, more person to talk to. Who are you?
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. Boys,
Where did you get
everyone's
your
too
hat?
frightened to go out
Is there a
and find out
haberdashery in
what's
this town
happened.
somewhere? Or are
Did you
you
pay
the
the bill?
haberdashery? We played a lot of Third Strike. What else did we play? I played, yeah, a lot of Lumines, and then someone would come and buy the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, and then I would be sad because we didn't have one to use. And then I would covet one when it would come back into the store. I got a lot of really good games working at a game store because the company, Game Crazy, which no longer exists, would give trash credit. Like, we still, up until a certain point, I'm sure, but at least while I was there from like 2003 until 2006, we still took Super Nintendo games and Genesis games and like all the classic games. We still took them and gave credit. And I remember somebody bringing in what did they bring in? They brought in Chrono Trigger. No, they brought in Earthbound. Somebody brought in Earthbound, and the store credit for Earthbound was $5. So I offered $10. And they said sure. And I usually would tell them, like, you can still take this online, but like eBay was still kind of like, you can still use eBay. It was around in 2003. But most people, when they would come to a game store to get rid of rare Super Nintendo games, they weren't doing so to make a profit. They usually just wanted to get rid of them and didn't know what they had. So yeah, I remember getting Earthbound for like $10. I remember being at home off one day, actually not even working, and one of my coworkers knew that I was into like JRPGs and PlayStation 1 games and Dreamcast games, and apparently there was a customer coming in to trade in a box of in-case JRPGs. They had Valkyrie Profile on the PlayStation 1, Legend of Legaia, they had Thousand Arms, just like a ton of like the quintessential late 90s, early aughts JRPGs. And it was my boss, called me and was like, hey, there's a guy here, and the store credit for this is like $50. He's like, so if you want, you can come down here and offer him something more. Which just shows that all of us knew that the credit was garbage, including the boss of the store. And he did not give a shit that I would come down. And I think I paid $80 for all of it. Which, end of the day, I actually had to end up selling most of that collection because the stress of working there got too bad for me. So I had to quit without having another job lined up. And and I didn't have another source of income, so I started selling off my game collection, which got me like a fair amount of money. I had a lot of rare stuff. I had like Suikoden 2, a lot of other things that definitely were at least $100 a piece on eBay.
Hey!
What's up, bro?
Oh,
Shaggy, you exist here.
Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box.
Well, that would be not that hard to do. You must really be in a bad place.
I just hope she's all right. It's worth a parcel if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island.
Yeah, we are.
Are we?
Mm-hmm. My eyebrows are green. That's tight.
I'm
That's
as
cool.
inspired as
Oh my god, camera. This camera is not the best. Alright. Time to smash. Zap on Sentinel Beach. Smash. Oh, that hurt me. I thought things would be cool, but apparently not. I'm almost out of blue goop, and now I'm slowing down. Yeah, big open space like this, now I can find things. Get away. Oh shit.
All right. Treasure.
I don't think I can open these. Nope, not yet. I need something. I get some power-ups. I don't know what though. Oh, I have to get these things to actually land near the treasure boxes. Come on, shoot it over here. Come on, asshole. There we go. You idiot. Get all these boys. Weirdly enough, I was recalling, I worked at Hollywood Video before I worked at Game Crazy, and they were like a conjoined store, so there was a Hollywood Video, and then there would be a Game Crazy next to it. Two separate, businesses under the same umbrella corporation, two different, set of staff, and I don't think they should have hired anybody that I had as a. Oh, hey, are you gonna? There we go. They shouldn't have hired anybody that I knew, my friends, me, or otherwise, because we were really bad employees. At that time, I wasn't working there, but I remember... Smash. Go away. Be gone. I remember going into the store because they would take inventory, and occasionally there would just be an issue where inventory wasn't right. Like, the system would say that we have one more or one less or something than we really do. And I remember, uh-oh, you son of a bitch.
That pelican just snagged a power cell.
I'm about to murder that
Let's
pelican.
go kick some big bird butt.
Come on, buddy, we're gonna get you. I remember going and something's gonna eat this one too. Nope, I got it. Going in to see my friends who were working that day, and one of them had said that they had one on hand. They had one more Xbox than what the system showed. So in the system, in the POS, it said that they had like 5 Xboxes, original Xbox consoles, new ones. But in stock, they actually had like 6. So he just gave me a free Xbox. Like, I just got a free Xbox, which I had an Xbox at that time. I'm amazed that no one ever caught that or looked at any of the security footage, because it was just me walking in, talking to my friends, and then you see one of the guys behind the counter just give me a whole ass Xbox, new in packaging. Bad dog. And I just walk out of the store. I don't pay for it. They don't even try to make it look like I paid for it. He was just like, whoop, there you go. And I didn't even keep that one because I had an Xbox, nor did I sell it. I'm pretty sure I gave it to a girl I liked, because that was my MO. Pretty sure I gave it to a girl I liked named Tiba. And I don't even know if she kept it. I think she may have given it to a boy she liked. Who knows? Come here, Pops. Alright, so I need to smash these. Smash. Yeah, now they would obviously, that would be tracked very easily, but I am always curious as to how many free things were given away that should have been given away by my friends. But at the time, I was like, I didn't think about getting in trouble because I didn't work there. I wasn't concerned about it. And also, I was like, fuck the police. No one's going to get me. I'm 20 years old. It's fine.
You two have finally decided to unblock my collectors.
Yes, you are welcome.
I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time.
You're
By
kind
the
of a
way,
dick.
If things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
You're mean, old man. You're a mean one. I want to get up there. I don't think. And okay, so the camera, I can't tilt it. I can only pan left or right. I cannot go up and down. I think it wants me to have to use this to do that, which, ooh, that's very disorienting. No, thank you. Ain't good on that. Oh wait, can I go down here? It's down this way. Jump. See, look at that nice animation.
Punch those poles out from below.
Okay. How do I do that? I don't know. Punch them up. How do I gain them? Oh, there we go. Okay. They didn't teach me this in the tutorial. Okay, so I punched you up as much as I can. Let's go over here. Smash, smash, smash. What do you want? Go away. We're chilling. This is me time. Ah, fuck. Oh, I still got him. I didn't even mean to do that. I don't even know how I did that. Alright. You're an endangered species. I don't care. You're dead now. You're an endangered species. That's right. What's this? Is this something? Oh, this is... I have to unblock it. I have to unclog it. I have to clear the pipes.
Seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
What's up here? God, the camera's disorienting. Okay. Oh, we're just dicks. Okay. We're like the rowdy teenagers of the island. Thank you. Alright, onward and upward, or onwards and downwards. I don't know which direction I'm going. Oh, you're a big boy. You're a new big boy. Oh shit, dog. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about killing you guys. I need to go back up to that top level where I punched the wood things up. I'm sure that did something. Come on, big boy. Come on, handsome. Some very Enya-esque music playing in the background right now. Okay, something's happening. I didn't do that. Ah, now I can get up. That is good. Thank you, game. You've shown me the way.
Wow! They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
I don't actually know where it's at. I think I can use this to get up there. That is only Monday. It feels like the middle of the week. This is going to be a long one too. You can already tell like there are some Mondays where there's just so much that happens that it doesn't matter even if the rest of the week isn't that busy. It's going to you've already like exerted most of your energy. And that's what kind of today feels like. Mostly just because reading the news, there's like a million things happening. Obviously, all the stuff going on with Twitch, and a lot of the reports from primarily, I know there's some male streamers, but also some female streamers and users and partners and affiliates regarding abuse or other very bad stuff that male streamers, primarily, I'm sure there are some instances of females, but primarily male streamers using their positions of power to coerce or otherwise, and it's just that's really awful, really terrible. That's been like just dominating for the last, I think, couple of days. It kind of popped out, which I feel really bad just to be on a platform where you do make a living from it, and you can't just be like, well, F it, I'm done, I'm not going to be here anymore. Like you rely on it. You know, it's like the new generation's version of working a job that you don't like, because we get into content creation because, you know, hopefully it becomes a thing that can take the place of, you know, again, like that job at 9 to 5 that we don't really care about, we don't have passion for, and then you have people who are even ruining like this realm of, oh hey, come here, thank you, that are kind of like ruining this realm of work for a lot of people.
Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
Oh, she wanted me to do something. I just did it anyways. I wasn't even trying. Okay, I will meet you down by the egg.
We might want to talk to the bird.
Oh my.
And then also there was the surprising news, which is a huge bummer for people who were using Mixer. That Mixer just dropped everything. Like, that was insane. Just the complete lack of care for its user base. Like, yeah, sure, Ninja, Shroud, and a bunch of the other big namers. Oh, hi, Pierre. The high name people, like, they've already gotten their payday from Mixer. Like, they signed on with, you know, millions of dollars attached to it, and no matter what, even though they don't have Mixer as their platform, they still have that payday, so they can go to Twitch, or they can just go to Facebook Gaming, I guess. I mean, basically, Mixer just was like, oh yeah, Microsoft was like, we're dropping Mixer entirely. Not even like in a week from now, but like just right now, it's done. No more Mixer. Toodaloo. Which no one had any preparation. I guess all of a sudden their channels are dead. And my question is, do they have VODs that are no longer accessible? Like, is all the content they created while they were on Mixer, is it gone if they didn't save it remotely? Like, if they didn't download their own stuff? That's scary. Like, we actually were considering moving to Mixer as an option last year at some point. We were really talking about getting away from YouTube because it's just really hard to do anything here. It's not a platform that has a lot of attention in regards to certain types of content. I mean, you have people who are very successful on YouTube, but you know, Twitch is a much more community-based. There's a lot more options as far as how you can engage with people, but it's also like we're not primarily streamers. Like, we stream as a bonus feature almost because it's something that we have time to do, or we want to do something that has a slightly different vibe.
You found all the scout flies in this area.
Oh, sweet. I found all the scout flies in the area. You know, and we're an episodic Let's Play, And switching from that to being pure streaming would be a challenge. I still need to get that stupid ass bird out there. So yeah, so we were thinking of that. Kind of glad we didn't. It's unfortunate because YouTube is definitely not a great place to be for a lot of things. It has its own dramas, but definitely today is one of those days where I was like, yeah, kind of quiet on our front right now. Like, at least, you know, there's no blackout for YouTube at the time being. People are doing that regarding Twitch, and you can't even do it for Mixer because Mixer doesn't really exist anymore. So, yeah, huge bummer. That'd be scary. I can't even imagine like waking up. Like, imagine waking up Monday morning and you've been, like, we've been on this channel for years now. Like, we're coming up to, in April, we'll be on it for 4 years. We'll have had run JoJo Has Fun for that long. We have thousands of videos, like, just so much stuff. I actually was doing work on old live streams that weren't published. And we have, just live streams alone, we have, like, 156, I think. Like, we have over 150 live stream episodes, which isn't even our main deal. It's not even our main type of content. Actual videos we create are in the thousands. Like, we have, I want to say, like 26 to 2,700 videos that have been released over the last 3.5 years. And to wake up one morning and just have all of that be gone, like, we obviously save stuff to our, you know, backups and everything, but there's a lot of work that goes into all of that, and just to have it disappear, that's frightening. That's, like, fuck Microsoft, man. Like, didn't even give anybody, like, and just the entire idea of Microsoft just then not only just shutting down Mixer, but also being like, you're all welcome to stream on Facebook Gaming, a platform that literally nobody uses. Like, you work on something for a year or two, and then all of a sudden it's gone. So if you're a Mixer streamer, you have my condolences. You have all of our condolences. That's such a huge bummer. I'd recommend trying YouTube because, I mean, it's better than Facebook Gaming. Not by much, but kind of. You know, it's not great for streaming, but if you ever want to get into, like, episodic content, it works okay for that. Am I able to save? Can I save? Is it possible to save? Oh, I can save game. Okay. I don't want to lose anything. Alright, so this has been kind of a short stream. I just wanted to jump on for a little bit and play something that was just sort of straightforward. It's a little bit after 11 now. It went maybe like 40-ish, 42 minutes. I might come back to more of this. I don't know. This is kind of just a one-off. I just wanted to play something. I didn't want to sit there and stare at Twitter some more and just see all of, like, the news happening. Sometimes you just gotta do something a little bit chill. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, let me know if you want to see more Jak and Daxter. I could always play a different Jak and Daxter. If you have another suggestion, let us know. We have other live streams coming up. We're going to go back to The Last of Us Part 2 sometime soon once we have healed our emotional wounds from the last 2 episodes that we did. Pretty intense stuff. I don't even think we've gotten into the most intense stuff. Oh, hi, Javier. I'm actually shutting down. I'm doing a shorty, Javier. Sorry. But yeah, we're gonna have more of The Last of Us. We have what do we have coming up? We have some other episodes. I believe we have a horror game coming out tomorrow, the name of which I forget, but we'll see. Also, we are going to have a few guest episodes coming up. We're going to be working on with a Twitch streamer, ScarityGinge, at ScarityGinge. She is going to be recording some episodes of a game with us on Wednesday remotely. We're gonna try and work in some other streamers and other content creators to, like, help us produce stuff, because it's a thing we haven't really done much of, and it's nice. It's kind of like nice to cross promote and to meet people and to talk about ideas, but also just to, like, inject new blood and, like, engage with other creators and kind of get them involved in our joke, and maybe they'll want to guest on future episodes. So we're actually going to record some with ScarityGinge. She's at ScarityGinge on Twitter. On Wednesday, we're going to get some eps in with her, so hopefully those will be fun. I'm sure they will be. I can tell you right now there's going to be voices, so that'll be fun. But yeah, and then the rest of our normal stuff, follow us on Twitter, at JoJo Has Fun. Follow us on Instagram, at Jojo Has Fun. And other than that, yeah, have a good night, guys. Take it easy this week. Please take care of yourself. You're not you're not superhuman. Take breaks. Walk away from your computer at times. Seek help and people who you can talk to if you're struggling with anything that's happening currently in the world. It's a lot. Therapy's expensive, but there's a lot of alternatives you can look at, hotlines and otherwise. And one thing, just to kind of, this is always in my head. It's great to use social media to share things, and I think it's great to seek out advice from people in positions of like content creators and streamers and stuff. But please know that like the advice of a internet personality cannot trump that of a trained professional who can help you with your problems. We like to try and give advice occasionally on the show, and it's mostly just based on our life experience, but like we're not doctors, we're not therapists, we're not psychiatrists, we're not hotline specialists, we're not crisis prevention specialists. There's a lot of people who can definitely help you with those things. And it's very good to have these outlets to where you can reach out and share your stories and read stories from people who you can empathize with and who can empathize with you. But please never replace actual qualified help with people like us. We're great as friends and personalities, but please just always know that you got to take care of yourself and you have to make sure you go to the right routes. So be safe, be nice to yourself, be nice to other people, and we'll see you later.